Hey guys, here is your week 7 MyStatsLab problem 2 example. In this problem, a survey of 450 students is selected randomly on a large university campus. They are asked if they use a laptop in class to take notes. Suppose that based on the survey, 135 of the 450 students responded yes. Part A of our problem. What is the value of the sample proportion, or p hat? And for this, we need to know the number of successes, 135, and our sample size, which we have here at 450. So to find the sample proportion, or p hat, we simply take the number of successes divided by our sample size, hit enter, and there we have it. So the sample proportion, p hat, is 0.3, 30%. On to part B. What is the standard error of the sample proportion? Well, since we know that p hat is 0.3, then to find q hat, which we need to find the standard error, is 1 minus p hat. So very easily, 1 minus p hat, and we get our q hat at 0.7. So now to find the standard error, we have to find the square root of p hat times q hat divided by n. So our formula here, we're going to say equals, start typing square root. It comes right up to us there, double click on it. Now I need 2 sets of parentheses, so I'm going to go parentheses, and then I'm going to take p times q, close that parentheses, divided by n, close again, hit enter, and there is our standard error, 0.022. On to part C, last part of our problem here. Construct an approximate 95% confidence interval for the true proportion p by taking plus or minus 2 standard deviations from the sample proportion. So to find the lower part of our interval, we're going to take p hat minus the 2 standard errors. So here we say equals p hat minus, and then 2 times our standard error, close our parentheses, hit enter, and there is the lower. Now for the upper, it's going to be equals our standard error, our p hat plus 2 times the standard error. Enter there, and there is our lower limit. So the approximate 95% confidence interval by taking plus or minus 2 standard errors is, and we would write it like this, lower limit correctly, so our lower limit is 0.257, comma, upper limit 0.343. There you have it. So our 95% confidence interval, plus or minus 2 standard errors, 0.257 up to 0.343. So there you have it. There's your proportion, confidence interval, everything. Pretty easy to do using Excel. But there is another way we can do this. We can let PHStat do this for us very easily. So let's go to another sheet. I'm going to go to my add-ins, and at PHStat we can go to confidence intervals and the estimate for the proportion. Click here, and all we have to do is fill in two pieces of information. Our sample size, which we know from the problem, was 450. The number of successes, we also know from our problem, is 135. It already has it set for a 95% confidence interval, which is what we wanted. Click OK, and there you have it. A 95% confidence interval. The sample proportion, p hat, comes up at 0.3. The standard error, 0.0216. The numbers may be slightly different because of the way the Excel calculates it and PHStat calculates it, but here again, here are our upper and lower limits for our confidence interval, and by using PHStat, man, we can do it pretty quickly. So there you have two ways to calculate your Week 7 MyStatsLab Problem 2. See you next time.